Hello and welcome to another episode of the Chaos Chronicles.
Navigating the randomness.
I'm Jess,
I'm Connie.
and we are back for another Reddit story day.
Yes, another Who Knows What Wednesday with a Am I the A-hole from Reddit. Before we get too deep into things, just a reminder, you can find us on all of our social media. They are linked below. We would very much appreciate a like, subscribe, and follow.
Yes, we are actually not in the Am I the A-hole thread today.
Oh, we're not. So also the other thing, I don't know what the stories are. I'm reacting in real time with y'all. So, okay.
Yep, so we are in the subreddit entitled parents.
Ooh, okay, so we are in the Reddit area where people realize they need therapy. Got it.
It's, yeah, it's gonna be a journey.
Oh, good. Well, before we start that journey, because we're going to have a lot of opinions, it's a podcast. That's what opinions are for.
Yep.
Just a little disclaimer, we are not therapists. We are not giving legal, medical, or any type of advice. If you take what we say as life advice and you do it, that's on you, boo-boo, not on us. Thank you.
Yes. All right. To get into this crazy thread, my family is pressuring me to give my 23-year-old female sister my 28 female wedding venue because she needs it more and is pregnant.
I think I accidentally came across this one recently, if it's the same one that I'm thinking
Did
of.
you? That's fine. We can talk about it.
We can totally do it if it's the one that I think it is. Yeah, okay. No, not the a-hole. I'm going to tell you right now. No. Anyone who's gone through weddings can tell you no.
No. My fiance and I have been together for 8 years and engaged for 3. I was doing my PhD program and was juggling planning the wedding. My fiance took much of that work, but it was perfect because our dream venue was booked after my graduation. So, what we did is book our dream venue 3 years in advance. It is really beautiful. The only slot we got was September of this year. My sister got engaged a few months ago to her fiance. They were planning on having a spring wedding next year. They had no venue lined up, but had a few vendors lined up as well as a set date. Yesterday, our parents invited us and our significant others to a family barbecue. What's up with
Sorry,
all
I
these
gotta jump in real.
barbecues?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good question. Also, wait, sorry, making sure I heard that right. I don't think this is the story that I read, or it's got more
Oh,
information than what I had. Um, the sister got vendors and set a date for that, but she didn't have a venue.
no venue, which I don't know how you can even do that.
What? Why? No, that's. I think the phrase
Backwards?
is, yeah, putting the cart before the horse, but like,
You need to make sure that you can have a wedding on said date before.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of like being homeless, living on the street, and you start buying furniture for the house that you're going to get, but you just have to carry it around with you. So you're like trying to lug a king size bed and a couch and a dishwasher and all that stuff or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, it
yeah,
just doesn't
pretty
make
much.
sense.
Yeah, no.
Okay. 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 Sorry. Keep going. So barbecue.
So at
God,
the
I forgot
barbecue,
barbecue.
her sister announced to our extended family that she is expecting. Everyone was so happy for her and my brother in law, who is a great guy. My nan asked my sister if the wedding was still on the set date or if they're going to wait because of the wedding. She said no, she hoped to move it to September. No big
Wait,
deal.
because of the baby?
Because of the baby, she wants to push it up.
Oh, I thought, sorry, I heard wait because
Or
of the
push
wedding.
it
And I was like,
back.
wait, because of the
I
baby. Gotcha.
So something with this, I did find context clues later on here. This this person that is writing is OP. There are some things that do get a little confusing. I believe that she originates in Germany, if what I remember to be correct. So some things are a little confusing, probably because of translation issues.
Gotcha. But so keeping it tracking, this is a
Yeah.
summer barbecue. Sister got engaged in the spring, and the OP is supposed to get married in the coming September in a couple months.
Yes.
And now sister has said, like, oh, instead of getting married
In the
spring next
spring,
year, we're going to move it here to September.
yes, that is what I am understanding as well.
Gotcha. So when she's still early in the pregnancy and won't show as much in pictures. Got
Yep. OP says, no big deal. We don't have many out of town guests, so they could attend both weddings no problem. Nan was happy and asked sister if she needed help planning such a short notice wedding. My sister then turns around and said, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was really, really hoping we could kind of like take your venue. I cannot stress myself too much with planning a wedding while going to maternity classes. And I think it's so beautiful. It would really mean a lot to me.
it. Okay. Real quick interjection here. I
Mm-hmm.
have never gone to a maternity class, so I cannot say how hard they are. I have not gone for a PhD. However, I am doing upper level stuff, you know, postgraduate.
Yep.
I don't think that's the same thing. And if your sister can plan the wedding while pursuing her PhD, that's the argument about maternity classes. Maybe not the argument she should have used.
No. But she can't stress herself out, Connie. She's pregnant.
Well, in
Yeah.
that case, why are you doing a wedding? Just go to the courthouse.
Honestly, at this point, if you want a fast wedding and you can't find a venue, courthouse. Have a wedding, have your big wedding at a later date.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't be that big of a deal.
No. Okay.
So it went silent. No shocks. But everyone was looking at me, expecting me to answer. My brother-in-law looked very uncomfortable and told her that they had talked about this and that was not okay to put me on the spot. But my sister just said, don't be like that. My sister wants to do what's best for me, so it's no big deal, right? I just said, well, it kind of is. I don't know. I have my heart really set on the venue. Cue the crying. She stormed off. Nan
It's no
told
big
me,
deal. Then she shouldn't have that type of a reaction.
yes,
Sorry. Sorry.
it's no big deal. Then why are you making it a big deal? Nan told me that I was being selfish because she needed the venue more than I did.
I'm
Even though,
sorry. Her failure to, or his failure to not pull out, or their timing scheduling, lack of preparation on your part is not an emergency on her part.
she's been planning this for 3 years. 3 years.
Nan, no. Bad Nan.
I tried to defend myself, and my mother said, you waited 3 years. Would it have killed you to wait a few more months? When has your sister ever asked you for anything?
A few more months? Honey, with the way venues, okay, this is out of country, maybe it's different, probably not. The way wedding venues work is you book that stuff well in advance because they're booked years in advance.
Yup.
Oh my goodness.
Even
Okay, this
to
whole family, throw
find
them away.
even to find a venue a year out, like exactly a year out, is close to impossible nowadays.
Yeah, especially trying to get the date you want. Like the
Yeah.
roommate who married me at my wedding, so got married in December. She got married the following October. So that's about 11 months-ish.
Yeah.
Almost like 11 to the day, I think.
Yeah. Pretty close.
And yeah, and that only worked because the place that they were going to, they just happened to have an open spot on a Friday, even though they would have preferred to do like a Saturday or something, but they had to take what they wanted because if they tried to go for a date they like actually wanted, I thought she said it was something like 2-3 years out before they could get that.
Not surprising.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
A few comments later, my fiance got really mad and we left. My sister called me crying and said that it was unfair that I always get what I want and that I could have done this one thing for her. Dad said it is just a venue. What matters is the person who you are marrying. He's kind of right, but we've been planning for so long. My
If it's just a
fiance is
venue, she can go somewhere else. Sorry.
exactly. I know, like they're making all these points, and it's like, if you're saying it's not a big deal, then why should she get the venue?
Yeah, this not okay.
I This one made my blood boil the moment I saw it, and so I was like, Connie.
Nope, this one's making throw this whole family away. My God.
My fiance is furious with my family and doesn't even want my sister to come to the wedding. Now my family is threatening not to come because I am being selfish and my sister needs it more than me because having a baby is too stressful.
Shit. Then. Oh.
And that is our original post.
I gotta filter what I want to have come out of my mouth right now because, oh my word.
Connie needs a minute. I should send you a blood pressure cuff and just like at random times, just check it, just press a button, be like, oh, that's what it's at right now.
Just have a live tracker on the screen, blood pressure count. Oh my God. Oh, I can't. No. All right, folks. I am just going to get madder and madder as this goes on. I already know it, but like, let's let her rip.
Update 1.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law called me and apologized for the inconvenience. He told me he had discussed it with my sister and she had told him that she would not ask. He is properly mad with her now and warned me that my sister is blaming me for potentially ruining her marriage.
Huh?
My father, yeah. How dare you ruin my marriage?
And, huh?
I think in this universe, Connie, 2 + 2 = 10.
It must. One fish, two fish, red fish, this word. I stopped it.
I'm tearing up over here. Oh, that's so funny. Oh gosh. Whew.
Oh no, my headphones died.
That's okay. I need a second to. Okay. So.
Yes.
My father has sent me about 5 texts along the lines of, I hope you are happy your sister hasn't stopped crying since yesterday, and so on and so on. My fiance and I have decided to boot my sister from the bridal party and replace her with my aunt, who is the only family member that took my side.
Okay, good. Someone has common sense.
At least one person. What is wrong with these people? We have not decided whether or not we will invite my family as a whole. Furthermore, my mom took it upon herself to tell on us. She called my fiance's parents and told them that it would be best if my sister gets the venue because she's pregnant and preeclampsia runs in the family, whatever that means.
If that is genuinely a concern about stress in her condition, hold the wedding after the baby.
Exactly. Or do a court wedding. That is like as low stress as you could do.
Mm-hmm.
My future father in law told them to F off and basically ripped my mom a new one for expecting something so ridiculous that they were going to lose me if they kept playing favorites.
Woo! Go father-in-law. We like him.
Love him. So my mom is now crying too, good, and saying that my father in law is an a hole.
Uh,
Whatever.
Does that mean something different in German? I don't. Okay.
This is just getting so pathetic. It seems straight out of a bad soap opera. My in laws are driving to us currently with some supper and wine and basically told me not to worry and that no matter what happens, they will be my safety net. I cried of happiness.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We like the in laws. Yay, in
Yes.
laws.
Yes. Oh,
This family,
I
just want to
know.
shake them.
I've never been one to advocate, like, oh, when you marry, you leave your family and you join your husband's family and all that stuff. Now, I'm not advocating that per se here as a general rule, but in this specific incident, girl, leave your family. They
I
are,
kind of want to encourage it for this case.
yeah, because this cannot be the only instance of tomfoolery that has happened.
Oh, absolutely not.
No, no.
Update 2. So it hasn't been that long. This post blew up. I was expecting only a few answers, but the support was overwhelming. What boggled my mind is that this story flooded over to mainstream media, but let's get to the story. So, since this went viral, a lot has happened. My sister. My sister saw the story while browsing on her Reddit account. She lost her mind. She accused me of painting her like a loony and misinterpreting facts. She said that I was being unfair, that she is family, and that she asked nicely because she loves me. She also underlines the fact that the opinion of internet strangers doesn't count because family is more important, and I should focus on making my family happy. The
Well, then she should focus on making OP
Her sister happy?
happy. Yeah. Like, what,
Just a thought? The only text I sent back was this: I'm sorry that you perceived it that way. I did not in any way distort what happened. As you might notice, I didn't describe your tone nor exaggerated anything. Perhaps you have that night differently in your mind than I do, but I digress. I am sick and tired of bending to your will. My whole life, I have been your servant and your doormat. Remember all the birthdays I had to share with you because you would throw a tantrum because you didn't get presents, or when you cried so that I would fill out job applications for you. But the thing that has hurt me the most till now is when you ruined my graduation. I am done. I admit that I also spoiled you, but I will not any longer. If you want to marry so badly before your baby is born, then you could look at Hotel X that offers last minute weddings. I have spent too much time planning my wedding to gift it to you. And if you want to ruin our relationship over this, then go ahead. I will sleep sound and safe knowing that it wasn't my fault. She only sent me a wow, dot, 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 you must love me so very much, and blocked me.
Like, you're always going to be the villain in somebody's story, but not all stories are truth. So
I know.
let that sister go do what she want to do.
So she unblocked me this morning
Oh,
and
dear.
sent me this.
Oh, no.
Wedding planner. Hello, dear. I got the message from your mother, and I will proceed with the rebooking of the venue on the spot. However, this will have extra costs as we have to change the names on the contract. Please come by my office tomorrow so that we can sign the new contract. And then, sister, that's great. I'll be there at 9.
There's got to be more to that, because I feel like no self-respecting vendor would ever be like, "Oh yeah, we can just go ahead and do that." No. Are you kidding me? The amount of hoops and a half that my husband and I had to go through when we were planning our wedding, the contracts, the signing, the backup, the amount of times I had to confirm who can make decisions in place of my husband or I with different vendors and things. I was still confirming that up to like 3 hours
The
before we
week
got
of,
married.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, even the bouquet lady, she checked in with me when we arrived at the venue on the wedding day. And she's like, yeah, just making sure. So, like, is the Jess and Jody, are they still good for this? And then the dad's for this. And I'm like, yep, nothing has changed since I saw you 13, 14 hours ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine, because in light of this, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So, my parents. My parents haven't actually written to me since the thing with my father-in-law. My older brother. Yes, I have an older brother, but he lives in another city and wasn't at the barbecue. That's why I didn't mention him. Plus, he initially could not come to the wedding because of work and ended up changing his plans after hearing about this whole story. He contacted me wanting to know what happened because he got a weird story from mom and dad. Mom had told him that I had offered previous to the barbecue to give up the venue to my sister and that I humiliated her.
What?
I told, yeah.
Okay.
I told him what really happened, and he had no problem believing me. We talked a lot about our parents' behavior, and he confessed that him moving was partly due to our parents being, and I quote, buttheads, which is not the exact words, to us. He had told me that mom had gotten wind from the post and was mad for me betraying my family. I haven't written my parents what so many of you advise me to because I have to come to terms with the fact that they love my sister more than me, if they love me at all. The wedding. We sat together and put passwords with majority of our venues and also with the venue directly. We hadn't talked to our planner yet, which is why the text from my sister worries me so much. Also, we canceled the catering that my parents paid for. Very smart.
Great idea.
So short term, we won't be able to get a full catering like we wanted to, but all of our friends and families and but all of our friends and fiance's family will help us prepare a buffet, and everyone is going to chip in with that as well.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And that was going to be their bachelor party, as they will have to spend more on the food. So they canceled the bachelor parties, and we'll have a family and friends cooking session instead.
Honestly, that sounds really fun.
That sounds a lot more fun than a night on the town or whatever else
Yeah.
people do.
Yeah.
Thank you again for helping me see how toxic my family is. I will try to sort it out. If they apologize from the bottom of their heart, they will be allowed into my wedding. But if not, then, well, I still have my brother who will be walking me down the aisle and my aunt.
Oh, good. Yeah, something tells me I don't think that the parents and the sister are gonna. I want to know what the brother-in-law, that even though he's not brother-in-law yet, the engaged. I want to know what he thinks about all this.
Honestly.
Yeah. Don't know. Do we have more
His
updates?
family. Wait, update 3. We called my planner and she was actually really horrified. She told me that she never has as much as talked to my mother since the day we went to book the venue. She assures me that even if they were to call and say that I wanted it, that I had to be present to make any changes. So we informed everyone that will work for us on the wedding day, and they have offered to hire security for that day at a reduced price. Yeah. And then, upon popular request, she gave the graduation story. Because remember, in her text, she
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the graduation story. She titled it Hulk Smash Graduation Cake.
Oh dear.
Some people asked me for the graduation story I talked about in my last post. And as I am sick and bored out of my mind, I will tell you the story. This wasn't too long ago, so I remember it quite well. It was the day I delivered my thesis and presented it. A German tradition. There we go. A German tradition. Oh, maybe she's not from Germany. Maybe she just is German. I don't know. Anyways, a German tradition is that once you complete your PhD, you get one of those black graduation caps that have pictures, memes, and little toys that describe you best glued on them. So I also got that and I absolutely loved it. One of the things glued on my cap were gummy worms because I would eat them constantly. We had booked a little hall in the university to celebrate. My fiance and friends had decorated it, provided coffee, snacks, drinks, etc. Also, my fiance had crafted a beautiful cake, one of those that has self made marshmallow fondant and a color gradient that went from yellow to pink. A really beautiful cake.
That's a lot of hard work.
We like fiance.
Yes, we do.
So eventually, after snacking, talking, and even dancing a bit, it was time for the speeches. My friends and my boss said how proud they were, etc. And then came my fiance. He talked about all my accomplishments in my life up to this point. My sister absolutely lost it. I mean, she screamed and cried like I had killed her cat. My mom was giving my boyfriend signs to stop his speech and went running towards my sister. My father was already kneeling beside her, calming her down. Everybody was kind of lost at this point. My mom came up to me and asked me to do a little speech mentioning the accomplishments of my sister and all that. I asked why.
Yeah.
My mom told me about her being rejected from her master's program, and that was the reason for the breakdown.
Break down somewhere else then. Like you went to this graduation party. You had to know this was going to happen, and especially if it sounds like this is a big
Yeah.
tradition thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
It, you're an adult here. Let's act like it. Just because you didn't get into a master's program, then don't go if you're going to be that upset.
No, or like accept this. I have been at family events that have been difficult after someone's had a spouse abruptly pass away. And like there's
Hmm.
been moments that they've had to step out because, it's a lot of emotion for them
Yeah.
and we're all really understanding. But
Yeah.
it's not like a,
I'm going to make this about me.
exactly. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I suppose I looked annoyed because my mom snapped and said, "You know what? Forget it." She then told my dad, who had managed to calm my sister down, to take her home. My dad took her by the arm and they started to walk out. And holy hell, as my sister noticed the cake, she lost it again, crying like a maniac, and then she smashed my effing cake. Everyone went silent. My dad dragged my sister out without so much as apologizing. My mom just muttered, "My poor baby." Then I started crying. My friends and fiance went to cheer me up, but my mom was texting dad to see if sister was all right. She followed me into the bathroom and reprimanded me for not acting when I saw my sister crying. I told her that I was hurt by all the scenes. My mom just said that I had to understand my little sister because it was a hard time for her and that she didn't have a fancy graduation like me.
Oh, bugger off. No. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She then, yep, she then left. We tried to keep the celebration going, but it was not really possible. We went home early. I went to look for my cap. I found that the gummy worm package that was glued to it had been ripped out. As I later found out, this was my sister's doing because she was craving gummy worms. I don't even know how anybody can excuse this behavior.
Well, obviously, the parents have been excusing it her entire life if she feels comfortable enough
Yeah.
doing any of this. Also, I'm sorry. Aren't you embarrassed?
You should be.
Oh my goodness. Like, I am all about you need to have healthy displays of emotions, and crying in public is not an inherently bad thing. Having a mental breakdown like that in public, in the context of what we have here, no, 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 no,
Mm-mm.
no,
Mm-mm.
no.
There, I'm sorry, you cannot excuse this behavior.
No, no,
No.
no, I can't. My God, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That says something.
Yeah. If Connie doesn't have anything to say, it's, it's bad.
You done messed up, AA1. You done messed up.
Yeah. Are you ready for the final update?
Yes. Oy.
Finally, I get around to writing an update. I'm sorry that it took so long, but I have a few updates to my life. I guess, however, that you guys are mainly here to see how my wedding played out and the aftermath with my family. After I last spoke to my parents, they did not let go of their position. I was the bad guy. I was responsible for my sister's depression and her failing relationship. Yep. Yep. It went so far that I had to block them and change my number as they were contacting me from relatives' phones and so on.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
No.
It was a real bummer, especially during a time that should be so special. I was harassed by my sister and her entourage on Facebook and Instagram, so I simply deleted it. It was a mentally draining time, but my husband's family and friends and my brother helped me get through it. I had basically cut off every family member that had given me crap for keeping my wedding date. My nan came to my door a few days before the wedding, begging to let her in. I had a long talk with Nan. She ended up apologizing, even though she still failed to see the logic in switching weddings. But she did not want to pressure me and wanted to be there for me. We hugged it out, but our relationship is not back to normal yet.
Ever.
That probably ever. I understand that it's like also like a different generational thing where it's like you cannot have a baby out of wedlock. I get that. I do, but also you can't expect someone else to give up their dream because of someone else's mistake.
Yeah.
And there are other options. She doesn't need that venue. She does not need that specific venue. Sister even or OP gave Sister an example of a place that she could book in September.
That was really nice.
She didn't have to do that.
No. She gave her an alternative, which was more than most people do.
People.
But
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
So the bachelor party was amazing. We cooked until dawn and everything turned out to be delicious. My husband made a beautiful 3-layered cake. Are you ready for the wedding day?
I'm nervous now because if they brought up the cake and the oh heck no. Girl, tell me, I'm gonna shut up.
Wedding day. The morning was really good and relaxing. My bridesmaids and I got ready. We drank some Prosecco, made pictures. My dress fit perfectly. I just looked gorgeous. But then came time to leave for the ceremony. We were at the venue taking before pictures with my friends when I saw my sister's little car approaching the venue. Admittedly, I was crapping my pants, or, well, my dress. One of my friends ran to the venue to get one of the security people that we hired. I really didn't want another Hulk smash moment at my wedding. She had been angry crying, and as soon as she saw me, she started screaming obscenities. Apparently, I'm a filthy bee that made her fiance break up with her. She was like possessed, and at that moment, I couldn't help but feel pity for her. A thing to explain is that in the morning, the plants are always watered at the venue by some sort of sprinkler system.
I like where
Thus,
this is going.
well, thus the earth was a bit muddy. The next thing happened really fast. My sister bent down to take mud. Yep, it didn't go where you thought it was. Because that's where my mind went too. My sister bent down to take mud and was getting ready to throw it at me and my dress when my maid of honor sprinted towards her and pushed her so that she fell onto her butt into the flowers. The
Oh, for
security
flowers.
the security officer arrived seconds later and removed her. And with that, I had enough ammunition to file for a restraining order against her.
Yes, and also go maid of honor. Yes, 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 yes. That is what you do. Ooh.
Yes. If you're not willing to tackle someone, you're not ready to be maid of honor. I am sorry.
No, girl, we had this conversation early on where I was like, girl,
Yeah.
let me know who I need to tackle. And you told me, let me know who I need to tackle. And like, we were good.
We
And
were good.
also, there's gotta be, but I really want to find just like a YouTube compilation of bridesmaids just tackling people that are showing up at weddings that aren't like that. I would want
Oh,
to see.
please let there be something out there. Please tell us if there's something out there. Send us a link or something. Yes.
Yeah, because trust me, a woman can have a lot of fury, but if she is protecting her bestie on the wedding day, oh, she does not care about that, custom altered $100 dress. She will get
Absolutely not.
someone else's blood on it before anyone's messing up with the bride.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm looking that up after this. Anyway.
I didn't even want to file a police report at this point. I just wanted her to stay away from me. The rest of the day was just amazing. I married my best friend, the love of my life, and just my rock. My brother walked me down the altar. We all cried at the vows. It was just spectacular. Of course, I missed my parents, but it is what it is. The celebration was very funny. My husband had studied a choreography to a Taylor Swift song with his groomsmen, and the speeches could have been from a stand-up club. We left our we left for our honeymoon, and when we came back, I decided to start looking for jobs in a different city. I didn't want to lose my friends, but I just felt like I needed a clean break. I got a new job at a university in a bigger city, and we are currently in the process of moving. But maybe the biggest change, and also the most cliche change, is that I am pregnant. It's a classic honeymoon baby. We really haven't told anybody now in fear of something happening, so you nice people of Reddit are the first ones to know, besides my husband and me. I am so excited that I'm tearing up just writing this. This is not something we planned for a few years, but we are ecstatic regardless. I have only heard through people in town about the rest of my family. My sister is going around telling people that I was the reason brother in law broke up with her and that I was trying to dox her or something. She has moved in with my parents again and refuses to work. Nan told me that the last time she saw my parents, they looked exhausted because my sister was behaving like a baby. I guess their parenting is catching up with them. I can only say that I am really happy right now. It hurts to have lost family, but at the end of the day, cutting out toxic people is the best I could do. Now I have a husband and a honeymoon baby on the way, my very own family, oh, and a shiny backbone. Thank you, Reddit, for reassuring me that I indeed was not being selfish, that my family was not in the right. Thank you so much for just writing your comments, supporting me. I even took up therapy, but I have to say that I am really enjoying life. Thank you for everything.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Hmm. It got wrapped up in a nice bow.
We don't always get that.
No.
No. But that's wonderful. I'm so happy for her, and also I am so grateful that the parents are getting karma in the form of
Yeah.
their daughter being with the sister, and yeah, that just
That was your doing. So now have fun dealing with that.
you reap what you sow. Or plant corn, get corn, whatever. Take your pick. There's a few metaphors here. Yeah. Oh my word.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can't even, again, I'm still thinking about, Hulk smash, but no, I'm like Hulk smash, bridesmaid tackle. That's
Hulk
just
smash.
bridesmaid tackle.
I am so proud of that maid of honor. So, so, so incredibly proud.
So proud.
I
Like,
will say, neither Connie or me tackled anybody on our wedding days, thankfully.
no.
But I
I
would
was,
have.
same for you. I was ready for it.
I
I
would
wore
have.
flats.
I did too.
Yeah. Uh, oh, there's been one other time I've been asked to be the one to deal with someone else at a wedding when I was in the wedding, and thankfully didn't have to. That person behaved, but let me tell you, maybe we should have had that in our wedding episode. Like, that's one of the tips. Make sure you have someone in your wedding party that you can trust that won't do anything illegal, but they will be the ones that, if someone's coming in on all this, they are not afraid to bear tackle.
Yeah. I was ready. I was so ready. I was like, come at me, see what happens. Or come at you, see what happens.
Oh yeah. Granted, that still stands to this day. Like,
Well, yeah.
yeah, but
It
oh
was
my
just more
god.
likely on a wedding day.
Shoot, being my matron of honor, you knew how much money and time I got into that, so you were like,
Hmm. No one's messing nothing up.
no.
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe. Oh, good luck to that family. I'm so glad that the OP and her family are out of that city and they are starting fresh somewhere else, because these people, oof.
They need breathing room. And I am glad that I'm assuming she got the restraining order against her sister. It sounded like she was at least going to start that process. So,
I would hope so. I have no idea on laws outside of the jurisdiction that I am in, and I'm still learning the ones on the jurisdiction I'm in, but hopefully she got something going, because that sounds like there's at least a decent factual basis to support wanting a
oh
court
my
order to keep her
gosh.
away.
Yeah.
Ugh, my God. Oh, the joys of family.
Yeah. I might venture more in the entitled parents subreddit because it's been very entertaining.
Very. I can't even. This whole time. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It worked out well in the end.
It did. It did.
Ugh. Oh.
But yikes.
Yikes. That's the accumulation of this episode is just yikes.
Yikes. Oof.
Oh, any final thoughts on this one?
Yikes.
Yikes. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Right. Well, if y'all are still here, thank you for hanging around. If you have any wedding stories or entitled parents, entitled siblings, and if you have a video or a story of a bridesmaid or a groomsman, ideally a bridesmaid because it's funnier in the dress, tackling someone at a wedding, leave that in the comments, send it to our email, which is linked in the description. I want the drama.
Please tell us. We love drama when we're not involved.
Drama adjacent, exactly. This is fine in our own lives, not drama. We stay away from that.
Yeah.
For the best.
Yeah. I want to hear all the dramatic stories, please.
Yes, please. Weddings always have good stories.
They
Or bad stories.
really do. Yes. There's a lot. There's a lot out there. We haven't even gotten to bridezillas.
Oy vey.
I'm pretty sure there's a whole subreddit for bridezilla posts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or groomzilla. There are grooms. Groomzilla.
There are groomzillas.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week for another Who Knows What Wednesday.
Adios.
Bye.
Yeah, throw that whole family away.
The whole family.
Yeah, how do you say garbage in German? Trash. It's probably garbage.
Garbage.
It's German. It's English.
Garbage. Make it sound fancier.
Garbage.
Garbage. Maybe. Oh, sorry.